Extreme honesty time. We are filming in the bathroom today because I did a terrible job on my makeup and I feel like these lights are way more forgiving than the studio ones. So please enjoy the fluorescent lighting. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's that time of the month again. Not that time of the month. Period jokes, break me off a piece of those period jokes. It's time for my March, yeah, that was right, it's April, March favorites. Yowza. You guys know the drill, you see me do these 100 million times. These are just my favorite things in, on, or about the month of March. Before I get started, you might be wondering, hey Jess, it's springtime. What's with the winter hat? To that I say it is currently snowing in Ohio. That is most definitely not going to make my favorites list. I didn't really mean to start it on a negative note there. I just thought I should address the winter hat. Anyway, favorite things, let's go. My number one favorite thing that happened in March is that I met David Harbour. I met Chief Hopper, guys. It was incredible. He, number one, is like a whole foot taller than me. I have photographic evidence. Look at this, look how tall, he's like a whole head taller than I am. I know you only have like maybe 30 seconds to a minute depending on how things go at these photo ops. But he was very nice in that time. I was impressed with him. His panel was so enjoyable. I wish I would have filmed the whole thing, but at one point I was like, I gotta put this camera down because I just want to be here. I just want to be like looking at you with my eyes and not through the camera. I hope you guys can understand that. He did do the Hopper like dad dance. I will insert a clip of that right here.
You guys are the worst.
Just even more than I had like anticipated and expected, and I am like 1,000 times more in love with David Harbour than I was to begin with. I did purchase at said convention, which was Indiana Comic-Con. I don't think I told you that. Professionalism. I picked up this Chief Hopper action figure and a Hawkins police patch. So this, all of this is the favorite. The number one favorite. I have to make a Stranger Things themed frame for this now. I'm very excited about it. I'm just so happy. You guys know in every favorites video I like to include a makeup item. I got a lot of new makeup this month and so I had a little trouble narrowing it down. But I did pick one thing in particular that I am just loving the crap out of currently. And that is the Too Faced Life's a Festival palette. I know people are saying all over YouTube, like, I'm tired of the mermaids, the unicorns, all that stuff. I am not tired of it. I think the packaging is adorable, but I'm not in it for the packaging. I am in it for the colors. This is some of the most beautiful eyeshadow I have ever used in my life. It is really duochromatic and just the colors have like interesting shifts to them, and I super dig this. Something like this really gets me like excited and inspired by makeup. Not that you could tell today, but it does. My next March favorite is Santa Clarita Diet Season 2. Guys, I love the show. Is anybody else watching this? I had a little bit of a hard time with the first episode, like the pilot episode, because it was disgusting. It was really gross. But once I got past that, it's so funny and so original. So when season 2 came out, I burned through it in a day. Probably going to rewatch it. Chad doesn't watch the show, but he kept getting hooked on the episode. He kept catching himself like really paying attention, so we'll probably rewatch together. It's just the weirdest show. It's so weird and I love it. My next March favorite is something I showed you guys in my last convention haul, and it is this impossible to get in frame, but she's gonna try again anyway, Star Wars scarf that has the opening crawl on it. And not only is it the opening crawl, but it's the opening crawl to Empire, which is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's like super lightweight. It'll be great for spring, you know, if it ever decides to be not snowing outside. I think this would also be like very fun and funny to like gussy up. I wear a lot of scarves like this, like light scarves as shawls with dresses if I just want a little extra coverage. And so to have like this really like pretty dress on and then to just be draped in like the Star Wars crawl would make me so happy. So that's probably a thing that's gonna happen in my life soon. Actually, I'm gonna keep this on, it's comfy. My final March favorite is Gem City Comic Con. Now we went to 3 conventions in March. We went to Gem City Comic Con in Dayton, Ohio. We went to Horror Hound in Cincinnati, Ohio. And we went to Indiana Comic Con in Indianapolis. And out of the 3 of them, Gem City was by far my favorite. I had a great time at all 3, don't get me wrong, but Gem City is just a little more special to me. It's one of the first conventions I ever went to. It's one of the first conventions where I really like got to know people. So when I go to Gem City, most of the time I'm talking to artists. I see the same people there every year, and it's just kind of a nice like how have you been kind of sort of catch up moment, and not so much about meeting celebrities or seeing panels, like the big convention stuff like that. I don't know, Gem City just feels a little more like homey to me. I love this convention, but in particular, I just feel like it is a really down-to-earth, cool convention, and I bought a ton of stuff from it because the prices are also not outrageous, which is always appreciated. So Gem City Comic Con is my final March favorite. So that is going to do it for today's video. I feel like this favorites video was especially fangirly, but a lot did happen. Let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorite things from the month of March are, were, continue to be, and what you're looking most forward to in April. I have mixed feelings about this because I'm very much looking forward to Infinity War, but I'm also terrified they're gonna kill all my friends. We're gonna make another video about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you'd like to keep hanging out. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you in another video. Bye!